This may be hard to digest, but the typical chicken pot pie, you know, the kind you might find in your supermarket freezer section, can have upwards of 600 calories and 13 grams of saturated fat. Hi, I'm Liz Weiss, and for my mega amazing makeover, I turned to egg roll wraps for a mega light crust. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to begin by sauteing up some vegetables. Now, good nutrition for me is all about the vegetables. So we have one carrot, it's a large carrot, and I cut that into 1/4-inch dice. So nice and cute, it's going to cook up quickly. I also have half a cup of onion, and that's also cut up into 1/4-inch dice. So we're going to stir this in 1 tablespoon of canola oil, and we've got this over medium-high heat. It's going to take about 5 minutes for these vegetables to get nice and tender. And now we're going to add 2 cloves of garlic, and I minced up the garlic, and that just needs about a minute to cook. We want to add a lot of flavor here. Every time you're cutting fat in a recipe, you need to compensate by adding flavor elsewhere, and garlic will do just that. So we can't have chicken pot pie without the chicken. So we've got a pound of boneless, skinless chicken breast, and I've cut that into 1/2-inch dice. We're going to add this to the skillet, and we'll saute for another 5 minutes till that's cooked through. Also going to add some tarragon. This is dried tarragon. You can use fresh tarragon. Got some salt, just a little bit of salt, and then just a few cranks of black pepper. If you love pepper, just keep adding. So 5 minutes till the chicken is cooked through. So while my chicken is cooking, I'm going to whisk together a cup of chicken broth with 4 teaspoons of cornstarch. I'm not adding tons of butter. I'm just thickening that sauce with cornstarch. So the chicken has been cooking for 5 minutes. That's done. I'm going to add this mixture of chicken broth and cornstarch right to the skillet. It will thicken, I promise. And I'm also going to add in some corn. This is frozen corn, just 3/4 of a cup. Everybody associates pot pie with corn and peas, so we've got frozen peas, another 3/4 of a cup. And then raise your heat a little bit, and then continue to stir and let that chicken broth thicken. And then we're ready to make our bundles. Now I'm going to show you how to make my chicken pot pie bundles. I've already made 9 for you. Now instead of using puff pastry, which is filled with fat, we have a fat-free option here, egg roll wraps. This is something you might have seen in a Chinese restaurant if you've gotten egg rolls, but I use them here to make these cute bundles. I'm using a muffin tin. Most people have a muffin tin at home. You don't just have to make muffins and cupcakes in it. So I'm adding my filling right in to this opening right here, just a 1/4 cup of filling. And then we're going to top each of our bundles with about a teaspoon of grated Parmesan cheese. And then, this is the fun part, just roll the top of the egg roll wrap right over on itself. And it just kind of naturally sticks together. And now one more little step, and that is that we want to top each bundle with just a little bit of oil. So just very gently brush the tops with a little bit of oil. And then we're going to bake this at 350 degrees. So you want to let your chicken pot pie bundles bake for 12 to 15 minutes until they're crispy and golden on top. And then just go ahead and let them cool for about 5 to 10 minutes because they're going to be really hot inside. These are so much fun to eat. They're luscious, but you're not going to sabotage your good health. Eat them as a bundle or just use a fork. So good. For Meal Makeovers, I'm Liz Weiss.